Hi, I'm Patrick Tuttle, the real estate guy with Coldwell Banker Heritage and Legacy Management Services with your real estate report for El Paso, Texas and Southern New Mexico 2025 of October. Don't you love the way I get those words mixed up? Well, they are what they are. We're recording. We're going to do this anyway. Always starting off with our existing homes, and we're going to see that we've got more inventory on the market right now than we've really had since 2013. So we see this. We've got our nice little chart here. Over here on the far right-hand side, left hand, if you were looking on your screen, we see this little bump in the inventory, and the sales have been pretty much flat. Yes, we've been up just a little bit. Sales are up 4.21% year over year. It's a total of about 21 homes, not a lot on the existing homes market, but that does give us an increase year over year. And if you remember, last year we were pretty much flat. We didn't sell more than we did the previous year. So sales overall are very flat. Is this due to the government shutdown? We don't know exactly, but we think that probably contributed a little bit to it. Months of inventory is up 10.5% year over year. We're now at 3.67 months of inventory. Average selling price. This is our big thing that we want to look at today because the average selling price has actually gone up even though the inventory has gone up. The buyer activity is pretty much what I'll call stable, but the average price has gone up to $278,500 on an existing home, and the average size of the home is actually up 1.5% year over year, 1,861 square feet. So pretty good size home. Square foot price up 3.52%. We're now at $153.20, and days on market was 53 compared to 56 days on market last year. But the big number is this one right here, where we've gone up in the sales price to $278,500 for an existing home. That's the average when you put a blanket over the entire market. So your results will probably vary depending on what your specific neighborhood has going on, the demand for that neighborhood, the supply in that neighborhood, and what's going on the outside factors. Okay, so pretty good report overall. Now let's move on to our new homes report, and pretty much the same thing, but sales have actually declined on the new homes report, and they're remaining flat on the inventory has dropped on the new homes, and the sales have pretty much remained flat. So here's what's going on. Sales are up 0.39%. Wow, that's something to get excited about there. 0.39%. All those incentives that the builders are putting out there, they're buying the rates down, they're paying for closing costs, they're doing all sorts of things, backyard landscaping, anything they can to get the sale, and it's not working because we're only up from 256 to 257. One more house sold this year than we did last year in October, and all those incentives didn't work to get the inventory out there. So what did the builders do? Well, they pulled back on the inventory. They stopped building as many homes. So we're going to see that months of inventory is down 20.7% year over year. That's a big drop. So we don't have as many homes that are available. Maybe that's the reason why we didn't sell as many of them. I doubt it, because the builders, they don't get paid unless they get something sold. So they're seeing something in the marketplace. Maybe they're waiting for the hopeful interest rate drop in December from the Federal Reserve Bank. Maybe that's going to do it, and maybe we kick off 2026 with a great year with good inventory and even better sales. Average price is down 0.24%, $317,181. And the average size is down also at 1,879 square feet. So not a huge drop on the size of the home, huge drop on the price, or a huge drop on the number of homes sold. But it's down any way you look at it. Price per square foot is also down to $171.30, and days on market is at 119 compared to 144 last year. So overall, it's a good report. We're slow and steady as we've been in El Paso most of the time that I've been here. Nothing really exciting to get to write home about, but it's a market, and that's the good news, is that we still have a market. Now, average mortgage rates, this comes from Zillow. The 30-year fixed average is at 6.808%, so low sixes, high fives. Your results would vary depending on where your credit score is, if it's higher or lower, and your debt to income ratio. The 30-year fixed FHA, 6.12, and the 30-year VA is at 5.56. So if you're a veteran in our marketplace, you should be able to get a better deal on the homes than the FHA or the conventional. And good news is we've got a lot of veterans out here in the El Paso marketplace. Here are the index returns. The Dow Jones is the S&P 500 at 2.27. We've got positive numbers all the way across. Dow Jones Industrial at 2.51 for the month, 7.78 for the last 3 months, and then we got negatives on the mid caps at 0.53 and 0.95 on the small caps there. 3 key takeaways for this month. Number one, mortgage interest rates have dropped slightly, and the buyer activity seems to be increasing slightly. We are seeing pending contracts come through. We're just not seeing all those closings to give us the bump that we're looking for as we get into the holiday season. Number two, whoops, that didn't work. Home buyers have more inventory to choose from since 2013. Yes, 2013. We've got more inventory on the market. On the resale side, we've got a decent amount of homes that are available on the new home side. And remember, even though we've got 4.92 months of inventory in the new homes market, realistically, only about half of that is available to move into in the next 30 days. Number three, we're still in an appreciating market. That's the surprising thing when I look at this report. When we are up to $278,500 for our average sale price on the resale home, the existing home, we're still moving up in price. So the good news is we've got a great market. We've got jobs here in El Paso, and it is kicking off into a beautiful holiday season as we get into November and into December. If you've got questions about this data and how it affects you in your home purchase or your home sale, or maybe you want to rent one or you're looking for a lease, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. 915-588-1850 is my number. Thanks for watching. God bless you and make it a great day. Bye-bye.